All right, in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly which pay per lead model to pursue based on your media buying skills as well as your sales experience. So let's get right started. Mainly, I would always recommend people to go ahead with full stack because essentially what that means is you're generating the leads yourself and you're also finding the buyers yourself. You're your own lead machine. And that's only if you know both media buying as well as great sales skills or outbound skills, right? For those of you who are starting out completely fresh and you have no idea, never been in the ads manager, don't know what the fuck a Google dashboard looks like, right? Then you should go probably find sales relationships because if you do, you will always have people that are very happy to generate leads for you. So what the broker model is, right? If you have a buyer relationship, you can become a middleman. So you can buy leads off somebody who's supplying them or have a 50-50% profit share with that specific partner. And then you find buyers that buy at 250, source them at 150 and pocket 100%, 100 bucks in difference, which is already a really great margin. Usually it would be something like you buy it for 200 and then you sell it for 250. Um, However, this doesn't take much time. So if you're getting started out, you're extremely good at outreach. Broker model is something to pursue if you have no idea how to run ads, right? And then once you basically develop, get some cash flow, and you can learn how to run ads, and then transition into full stack model where you run your ads, build the funnels, send the leads to the supplier, and also do business development, right? And that's where you have the most margin. Partnership is where you basically bring buyers or lead gen, so you do kind of a bit of both, right? Essentially, you need to have either media buying skills or sales skills. And what you do in a partnership model is you basically partner up with somebody and you work together like co-founder, right? And you build a team, do a 50% profit share, and just work on this particular deal. Pretty simple and straightforward. Um, However, if you have like multiple affiliates that you know are producing leads at a good cost and good quality, I would recommend something like this structure where you are basically the broker and you have multiple affiliates that are essentially sending you traffic from different sources: Meta, Google, YouTube, SEO, email, Bing. Right, Bing is even a source if you guys didn't know, which is kind of crazy because who the fuck uses Bing, right? And it basically you can have the option to go with any affiliate and switch around to optimize the quality for your specific buyer, right? And that could be in multiple verticals or just one specific vertical. For instance, a solar company. And what that essentially does is you need to get a deduplication list from the solar company so you don't send them duplicate leads, right? So you get a customer leads and a lead list that's basically encrypted because they're not going to send you like the data on their customers and leads, right? That's what they have essentially paid for. So there you're going to receive a hashed encrypted file from them. And then you basically upload that to Meta in an exclusion list, so to say. You can just Google how to do it, super easy. And then what that essentially does is it doesn't send duplicate leads to your buyers, at least the ones in a specific time frame, like 90 days, 180 days, 30 days, whatever suits them most. And this model is where we see insane amount of return, right? Because what you can essentially do when you advance even more is you can become a broker for yourself as well. And what I mean by that is you can generate your own leads and also see if you can get good quality at cheap cost while buying from other affiliates and compare multiple sources and send them to multiple buyers, right? So the structure gets a bit more complicated. You need a lead software that distributes leads to different buyers and manages different affiliates. So on top of my head, there's Lead Distro, which is a newer software, but it's pretty good. And then there's Lead Prosper, and then what else? There's also Lead Byte, but those two are like kind of expensive. Or if you're a bit on the technical side, you can just build it yourself in Claude Code. Um, and yeah, this is essentially what how this main structures work in pay per lead. And basically, the main skills that determine your success is how good are you at sales, booking appointments, and how good are you at generating leads, media buying with Meta, Facebook, Google, etc. Right? And take a screenshot of it and basically do whatever you will that fits your skills. But yeah, I got a Telegram chat if you got questions, and I offer one-on-one coaching to help you transition into a pay-per-lead model. Since you've probably realized that it's a way more sustainable and scalable business model than e-com dropshipping or retainer. It's just on a different level and applies the same skill sets that you have on a different scale. I mean, a guy basically scaled to $1 billion business with pay per lead in under a year to 1.8 billion in sales, which is insane. And it's like two brothers, right? And they picked the vertical of a GLP, which is weight loss, one of the most trending and biggest issues people have in the States. And they built out their own affiliates, which is kind of crazy. So they paid affiliates for every single additional customer that they got on a cost per acquired cases, right? So they paid them way above market price. So like affiliate marketers were getting paid like 70 bucks, but then this offer came with like 500 bucks, right? So everybody went to them. And what essentially happened is that they paid for customers at a premium, but that allowed them to scale very, very fast. And they got all these customers on a recurring basis, because if you're doing like weight loss, you need like this stuff on a subscription base, and you pay them like 300-400 bucks on a monthly basis. I think I had like a roommate who had like weight loss issues in the Netherlands, so I remember him buying this monthly. And essentially he was doing like, he wasn't even sending the leads to the specific buyers. He was just using a fulfillment partner to take over everything, the telehealth part. So there, I believe it was like some big white label telehealth company. So essentially, they were a pretty wrapper and a pretty software with monthly subscription, and they used a outsourced white label telehealth company to do all the fulfillment and send all these people the drugs that they needed to have weight loss. So essentially, the first one-person billion-dollar business is a pay-per-lead model with insane AI skills as well as affiliate structure skills and marketing skills. So, which is insanely impressive and interesting. And I'm gonna make a video on it. So stay tuned and peace, peace.